Jonah, our new UI hit this week, which is, I mean, we've had a bunch of incredible feedback on it already, and also some changes to our buy offers and our trade offers. So, do you want to talk about those updates?
Yeah, sure. And it's been a very exciting week for that. I mean, we've sort of talked about this for the last few AMAs, always like a bit vaguely. We want to publish it soon, and now we finally did. So we have the new design for the homepage, new design for the collection page, and new design for the navigation, which, yeah, is super exciting. Has been cool to see the feedback as well. I would have been very sad if the feedback had, or like the reception had been bad, but people really like it, so that's cool to see. And then the other thing that you mentioned, sort of the trade offers, buy offers. We changed the design of those models to that you see when you view the trade offer, and then you can accept or decline it. We changed the design there, really with the focus of making it a lot easier to detect scams, or perhaps a lot harder to fall for scams. That's the right way to put it. So we've put a block user button right there, so just that if there is something you don't like, you can just block it right away. Takes no effort at all. And then we've also sort of hidden the messages attached to the offers. Not really hidden, but they don't show by default. You have to expand them, and I think that makes it a lot clearer that they are user messages and not like official notifications or whatever. I do think like this change, just from a UX perspective, will really help against these fraudulent trade offers.
Yeah, for sure. And, I believe both of those were at some point suggested in our Discord. Whether we've taken them direct from those or, we've kind of came up with those ourselves, I'm unsure personally. But, as we've said in the past, the things you put in our Discord can and will directly influence what happens to the site. So do let us know any feedback you do have. So what have we been working on this week?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the design that has been the biggest thing, and releasing that. Afterwards, a fair bit of bug fixing, nothing major, just a few small things that, like, it's pretty much impossible to find everything when you do such a big change, and then once it's live and you have thousands of users looking at it, you obviously find stuff. So I think that has really been our major focus, and only now we sort of start moving on to the next topics.
Sure. Speaking of the next topics, now that the new UI has gone live, what's coming up next for the site?
Yeah, so I think our priorities here are, firstly, the new NFT creator that we've been working on, like, on and off for, I think, like 8 months, but always like on the back burner. And now we want to just like finish it up so that we can publish it. Apart from that, we're sort of working on some more redesigns. One is the profile page of each user. Another one is just the trading section in general, which I think can use a lot of like UX improvements just to make it easier to use.
Awesome. Speaking of the NFT creator, a lot of creators have been asking, they now have that banner at the top of their collection page. I understand that they'll be able to change that when the new NFT creator goes live. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, that has always been the intention for this big header image on top of the collection page. That has always been intended that this can be changed. We just need to sort of set the technical foundations for that. But as soon as that happens, you will be able to change that to really personalize the page.
Fantastic. Awesome. And something that I guess we should touch on is that, people have been saying in the past that, our whitelist requirements aren't clear or FAQs aren't clear. I've spoken casually on a few occasions about, rewriting the whitelist requirements. So, I mean, I think we're sort of draft 2.0 something. Anyway, we've been working on several drafts, and I think we're getting closer to publicizing our new whitelist requirements. So do you want to say anything about those?
Yeah. I think like we won't really change what we are expecting from connections. We will just formalize it a lot more, where I mean, it really started off, like the whitelisting requirements really started off as pretty much nothing, and not formalized at all. Then I think like 4 or 5 months ago, we formalized it a bit for the first time, which made it a bit clearer for creators to understand. But still, there's then a lot of intricacies that we know what we want and what we expect, but they might not be completely clear. So that's why we've been working on, or specifically you've been working on formalizing that more, and just so that we have one like coherent document that we can refer to and that users can read, creators can read through to really understand what is it that makes a collection a whitelisted one. So yeah, I think once we have that going live, that will just help a lot and make it more understandable what we've already been doing, and what we will be doing then going forward.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, Jona, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah, sounds good.